Yo, what's going on, everybody? Again, this is the Black Manga Critic. We are back. Weekly Show to Jump Mondays. I've been streaming since like 3 something, I want to say. I've been streaming for a while today, but that's fine because all the manga have been very good, except for One Piece tab. But you already know how I feel about that. All right, let's get into that Hunter x Hunter greatness, y'all. This is right. We're gonna get into Hunter x Hunter, then we're gonna get into My Hero Academia, and then The Promised Neverland. From this moment forward, from this day forward, like it's from right in the future, it's going to be Hunter x Hunter, right? And just in the grand scheme of things, right? Hunter x Hunter is always going to be the fourth manga, like the fifth manga that I cover, right? Yeah, it's gonna be the fifth manga that I cover, and the fourth one's going to be Hunter x Hunter is always going to be the fourth manga that I cover. Then it's going to be My Hero Academia, then it's going to be Haikyuu, and then it's going to be The Promised Neverland. That's the order. That's the order. That's basically going to be from now until whenever. All right. So let's get into it, y'all. Let's get into that Hunter x Hunter greatness, y'all. All right. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll say the thing about the text. Like, I think it's a preference thing. I think it's a preference thing. One, and I do think that there's definitely more text. Like as the story's gone on, Tagashi's ramped up the amount of text in his manga, and for me, I don't particularly mind because it's like there's certain bits of information that like you need to know for the story to like be like a story. Like and the narratives and characters and the internal monologues and stuff like that, and the explanation of like the ways in which characters make decisions and right and everything like that and feel about particular things. So me particularly, I don't mind. I think it's something that like at this point, Hunter x Hunter is something that like that you should reread. Right, like you should reread Hunter x Hunter. If you're reading any chapter, you should probably reread the chapter. You know what I mean? Like that's something that I do all the time. I always make sure I reread a chapter when I get the chance. But I think that like, sometimes you could. But I think like the thing is like, maybe that's something that people believe. But I don't know. I haven't heard that from people that read like that. One, read Japanese and read English at a like high level. So, right, I'm talking about Japanese particularly, right? Like you can read in Japanese at a high level, and write in Japanese at a high level, right? And you can read in English at like a decent level, right? So, read and write in English at a decent level. So, like, I think for me, I don't mind. It doesn't bother me at all. But I understand why it would bother other people, especially because of the shift, right? The shift from like lots of text in Hunter, from like not too much text in Hunter x Hunter to like a lot of text in Hunter x Hunter. I don't mind it because like I read books all the time. Like it's fine with me. It doesn't bother me to see like a bunch of text. I read like there are a lot of comics that I read that also have like a lot of text. So it doesn't bother me much. I think people are just like don't like it, but I don't. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. I think it's a preference thing. If you don't like a lot of text, then like don't read the latest chapters. Wait for the anime, whenever that's gonna come out if you want. It doesn't bother me at all. So let's get into the chapter. Chapter 373 is entitled Inheritance. Second Prince Camilla, you're under arrest for conspiring to assassinate First Prince Benjamin. I recorded your conversations. If you take one step closer, I'll be forced to shoot. Poe? Then shoot. Your Highness, please, stop. I don't want to shoot you. She's a counteractive type. She's closed her aura off with Zetsu, proof that she uses Nen. By reducing her defenses to 0, she maximizes risk, exponentially increasing the counterattack's power. Because of Zetsu, the guardian spirit beast feeding off her aura isn't there. She must be very confident in her ability. Fine, I'll make a move. I warned you, if I can kill her, great. If I can find out her ability, great. Boom. She got shot. Oh, she got she got assassinated, yo. Do you see those? Do you see that? Do you see that bullet spread, yo? Headshot, boom. To the heart, boom. And like a little bit higher, like piercing a lung, boom. That's it. You done. You not surviving it. If you get shot in the head, in the heart, and in the lung, you done. That's some assassin type stuff. What? Go around. It's locked. She's dead? No, I can't let my guard down. First, I'll fulfill my conditions. Whoa. And then something just popped up behind her and him. Yo, what is that? I mean, whatever, like, it's like a cat, but it looks really cool. It kind of reminds me of like a mixture of like Felix the Cat and Doraemon and like something else. Like, but it's a really neat design. I really like it a lot. What is that though? Like it's creepy, but like really cool at the same time. I'm like having conflicting thoughts about it, but it's super cool. I'm not sure if that's her Nen beast or her ability. I'm not sure. Oh. Whoa. Yo. Splat. Done. Yeah, done. Oh, it's kneading. It's kneading. Yo. Need. Oh, so the cat absorbs the person's aura. Then it goes into the tail, it looks like. And then he feeds the aura, the life force, to Camilla. And she's revived. A counteractive Nen beast. Oh man, imagine if that was like an ability, y'all. Like, man. Oh, that is an ability. Okay, counteractive Nen beast in terms of like she has a Nen beast. Like, okay. Like it's not like the Nen beast with it's not a guardian spirit. Okay. What I like is a distinction, right? Like between like Nen beast and guardian spirit beast. That's different. Like I like that. They're two different things, as opposed to like other translations that might do a bad job of translating that, and we'll just say both of them are Nen beasts, which is like, yeah, but you need more nuance. The cat who lived 1,000,000 times. Cat's name. Activates after death and revives its user in exchange for the life of the attacker. I don't need a guardian spirit beast. I have him. Good boy. Welcome back. Nen triggered after death makes it powerful. A resuscitation ability makes me invincible. Wow. Prince Camilla. Blood? What happened? Blood? What happened? I told you not to come in. Benjamin's shoulder shot me and escaped. I'm going after him to execute him. Incinerate his personal belongings. What? Please don't. You will be playing into their hands. Please calm down. Shut up. Will you go instead? Are you prepared to defy my brother and have your entire family slaughtered? But we can't let you do this to yourself. Your Majesty, please talk her out of this. Let her do as she wishes. You all stay behind. Oh, Your Highness, don't move. If you come any closer, we'll shoot. This is Benjamin. Don't attack. Let her through. But she has a gun. It doesn't matter. Just don't attack her. Yes, sir. Oh, okay. He knows about her ability. Boom, boom. Okay, so she shot with a regular bullet. Wow. You must be one of us. You must be one of us. Well, no surprise from one of Benjamin's men. I mean, he took a point blank to his forehead and like is chilling. Good reaction. I am between your eyes. You want to say something? Go ahead. Shoot. I'm a lucky guy. Something else to look forward to. This should be interesting. You came alone? I'll commend your nerve at least. It's still the afternoon of the second day. I knew you were impatient, but this is ridiculous. Huh? I only followed my attempted assassin here. Hand him over now. I'm not playing along with your charade. Arrest her. Yo, Benjamin's like, man, get out of here. She really tried to shoot a Nen user with bullets that aren't infused with Nen. Unless they are infused with Nen and like they're just weak. and it's probably because she has an ability that isn't really predicated on her ability to use the 4 principles of Nen, right? Like not in the same way that, like, you know what I mean, like a Ahsoka or Gon or Killua or something like that. You know what I mean? Like or Benjamin, because Benjamin clearly, like, dude's a brawler. You know what I mean? So I think in that sense, right? She's just like she might actually be shooting him with like regular bullets, but I don't think she's that dumb, you know. So I think if anything, what's happening is that she might actually be using actual bullets and is fortifying them with Nen, but because she's put so much into her Nen ability, right? Her Nen beast. Her abilities aren't particularly strong, you know, right? Like she's a counteractive Nen type, so it must mean that like she doesn't have much of a need to be strong, right? So she's just like, it's like whatever. That's pretty cool. Like, again, this is what I'm talking about, man. This is Hunter x Hunter, y'all. Hunter x Hunter greatness, y'all. At its best. Let's go. So she's shooting. Benjamin puts on the Nen cloak, right? He's in his aura. He's like, get out of here with that. Click, click. What's the matter? Fire back, you coward. Oh, this is just so sad. Get her. Stop. Leave it to me. Yo. Prince Camilla, please don't make a fuss like that. I'll have no choice but to use force, you know. Why do they keep calling? I mean, like, I have to look back to that. I guess like some people you call the princess like just like Prince, even though like I guess like the gender doesn't matter, or like gender like whatever like it doesn't matter. Like gender like identity doesn't matter. It's just like, yo, like if you're like a child, right? And you're like in line, then I guess you're just a prince or something like that. But I mean, so other people call Camilla princess. So I'm not sure what that's about. But I'm gonna look into it. I'm gonna ask a few people. I have no choice but to use force, you know. I'll kill you and your family, your entire clan, after I make sure to inflict unimaginable suffering. Family, huh? Don't have any. Prince Benjamin is my family. First class criminal, ma'am. Like a moth to a flame. But we don't know what her guardian spirit beast can do, and she'll need to be watched by a Nen user. Shall we call back someone who's watching another prince? Or leave the 14th prince to Beminia? And I could, not to worry, Muse fulfilled his due day. I don't know why I said due day. I don't know why I said that. Because it's kind of wrong. Muse fulfilled his duty. Camilla already has a bird on her. Muse's ability, Secret Window, uses 3 different birds as spies. The owl activated by touching the target can only be seen by the user. It telepathically transmits everything the target says and does. The ability has currently been inherited by Benjamin. Vincent, live on through me. Muse. Oh, wow. What? Bruh. Yo, this... Yeah, the hype, man. The Hunter X on the hype, yo. You're not even done with this chapter. We getting so much. Come on, man. I will carry out your purpose. I swear to unify the world under cock and rule by my hands. Benjamin's ability: those who inherit the stars. Benjamin Button. Yo, Tagashi stay trolling, man. Tagashi trolling him heavy. Sorry, my fiance gave me some raspberries, so I'm gonna have some raspberries. Raspberry and basil salad. Mm. Good stuff, y'all. It's good stuff. Yo, this chapter is so hype, man. Tagashi, you back. He can inherit the ability of Nen users who swore loyalty to Benjamin when they die. The transfer of rights applies only to those who graduate from the Kakian Royal Military Academy and belong to Benjamin's personal army. Benjamin's guardian spirit beast. Ability? Man. Off limits. You can't. I just want to use the phone. The quarters of the princes who drop out are sealed, and the phone lines are cut. For security reasons, we need to ensure that the room remains undisturbed. Not even the king may enter here. Then the only place I can contact is 13th Prince Mariam is gone. Yeah, along with the 13th Queen and the guards. The phone in 1013 doesn't work, and only Prince Mariam's Nen beast is there. The Nen beast is safe and sound, so I'd like to think the disappearing act wasn't an enemy attack. But as long as I can't contact them, that's only wishful thinking. Yo, is Pika still using Emperor time, or is that just like a weird like thing that's happening with his eyes? Like I'm not sure. Like I don't know what's going on there, but like if yo like Pika, you gotta, I don't know what you're doing, but you gotta chill. If the phone was only broken, the army should come to fix it. If not, it's not broken, but blocked through net. That's what you want to confirm. Room 1014 is the only one I can access as an outsourced guard commissioned by the 7th Queen. But only higher ranked princes and queens or their guards can call from a lower ranked prince's quarters to a higher ranked prince. And I just realized that I need my ID, which is on my body. So I, the devil, can't even make the call. Can you do something clandestinely without making a big deal of it? I could trust 9th Prince Halkenberg's guards, but that would be tomorrow. I'd be back in my body by then. Kurapika, a call from 13th Prince Mariam's captain of the guards. Still, nobody's here. Where are they? Where's my body? This is Virgil, 7th Queen Cervantes, captain of the guards. I want to ask you something. Yo, this is wild, man. Like, a little bit more of this raspberry salad. Where is Hanzo's body, y'all? Where is it? Like where is it? The hype is real with this chapter. We gotta move on to the next chapter, y'all. We gotta move on to the next chapter. The hype is very real, though. Gotcha. I know I forgot something. I was like, this is weird. Like, did Tagashi messed up, or am I like missing something? Yeah. Gotcha. All right, cool. Next chapter, y'all. Let's go. We go to the February 19th issue. We're gonna read some Hunter X Hunter. Chapter 374. On page 102. Let's go. Where am I? Room 1013? What's going on outside? What are you talking about? I'm asking the questions. Know your place. You're a guard commissioned by a lower ranked queen. Kurapika? 1013 was empty. If Hans was right, the 13th prince is somewhere else, room and all. I can't tell if they're hiding or were kidnapped. I have to let them know. But I feel talking through Verge would make things complicated. It would be safest and quickest to talk to Biscuit. I doubt Verge knows anything about Nen, but from his manner of speech, he's not one to readily admit that. Please listen to me. Your room is under the influence of someone's Nen ability. Your entire quarters were transported somewhere else. I would like someone from the Hunter Association to check outside the door. But if you keep ignoring me and making absurd claims, I'll consider it a declaration of war. Don't you underestimate me. I don't need your advice. I apologize. Finally, I can get a word in. What's the situation with the six suspects of 12th Prince Momose's assassination? They all belong to higher ranked queens, so we don't get any information. So I'd like your status report on the progress of the investigation. Your queen is similarly lower ranked than the suspects, but since you're not directly involved, if you can gain their favor and offer us useful information, I could send you the association members who had been assigned to 12th Prince Momose. I'm grateful for this gracious offer. May I ask something? What is it? We've already obtained concrete information on the perpetrator of 12th Prince Momose's assassination. You mean his identity? Yes. I can explain how we found out. We desire a peaceful resolution to the seed urn ceremony. For that, a coalition among princes is imperative. We currently have a ceasefire agreement with 3rd, 5th, and 9th princes. As you know, I've offered information about and instruction in Nen to all princes. I want to prevent the tragedy of the young princes becoming victims at all costs. As I said, room 1013 is under the influence of someone's Nen ability. Please trust us. I promise it would help solve the problem if you can find out what's going on and share what you discover. If you say so, fine. Thank you. We'll have a hunter look outside and report the findings. If there's something unusual, you can tell us how to approach it and give us the name of the assassin. Is that what you'd hope to hear? I told you not to underestimate me. You! Yo, these dudes, man. They're not playing around. Come on, Sally, what you doing? Let's go. A number of violent deaths occurred in room 1014. And everyone found out about Nen. But all Hunter Association members say Nen exists, but it can't be seen by anyone who hasn't learned it. And on top of that, there was another death at your Nen class. And when I call you about an incident in room 1013, you claim to know who did it? How could we trust you when it's also convenient for you? Just like how Dracula tricks people into inviting him into their houses. How else could I see you? We will not open the door from outside. If that doesn't matter to you, try exposing the assassin. All right. The assassin was Tufty, the guard serving 5th Queen Swinko. He committed suicide in his holding cell, and he disclosed how he entered the prince's bedroom and his ability in a will. By the way, Tufty was in his bed at the time of the crime. Outsiders would not be privy to this information. I would like you to understand that I'm not spouting baseless nonsense. Considering the power relationship between the 5th Queen, the 8th Prince, and higher-ranking queens and princes, the trial should go off without a hitch. The assassin's name should be officially revealed before long. In all likelihood, he will be treated as if he worked alone. The more the higher-ranking queens and princes get involved, the more conspicuous it would be. The cycle of assassinations won't stop. Please reconsider the coalition. Okay, this was helpful. Isn't the Hunter Association an organization using the seed urn ceremony to destroy Kakin from within? Nothing you've said would eradicate my suspicion, but in fact, it only deepens. He's quite stubborn. He trusts nobody but himself. but himself. I figured it seemed Verge couldn't stand us from the beginning. I don't know. I don't know what they are, but we know contact is possible. I don't know where they are, but we know contact is possible. You're the only one who knows what's going on, so I'd like you to stay in room 1013. I'll get back into my body once break is over anyway. Until then, I'll make use of this ethereal body to look into things. It concerns me that he didn't try to confirm the source of my information. He may be suspicious of an inside job and didn't mention it on purpose. Be careful. It's possible. I don't think it's going to devolve into a witch hunt at this point, but I'll be prudent. Kurapika, anything you want me to check out? I'm good. You should prioritize the information you need for 13th Prince Madiyam's safety. He can't ever put himself first. See ya. Kurapika, I'd like you to tell me what you know about room 1013 being under the influence of Nen. Room 1013 and everyone inside have been transported somewhere, and we don't know if it's defensive or if it was an attack. Abilities that separate a space are a forte of emitters and conjurers. Emitters can move space itself, and conjurers can create a space with various rules. Babimina has stopped interfering. Is it a strategy, or is he waiting until the assassin is found? I think it's an act of defense by 13th Prince Madiyam's Nen Beast. News from Hanzo will be key. All right, keep me in the loop. Of course. 37 hours and 30 minutes since departure. Wow. Okay, when they were talking about the text, they were talking about this page right here, yo. All right, so let's see what we got. Because this is like, right, I feel like Togashi at some point was like, yo, I might need a map for myself. But I don't think he does. I think Togashi's pretty much got all this like together, right? But I do think that he understood that like because people are actually creating their own maps and their own lists and everything like that, he had to do this. He had to create this. So let's see what we got. We're gonna go through the whole thing. Okay. First Prince Benjamin, 13 personal soldiers, 9 Queen Unma guards, monitoring younger princes. Second Prince Camilla, 12 personal guards, including 5 associate members, 7 servants, 8 Queen Duazul guards, monitoring younger princes. Third Prince Zhang Lei, 15 personal guards, 3 servants, 7 Queen Tang Zhao Li guards, monitoring younger princes. Okay, so they all have queens. So first queen is Unma, second queen is Duazu, third queen is Tang Zhao Li. Okay, fourth prince. Okay, so I don't have to like say too much about this. This is like very like basic information, and this is when it comes to the princes. So there are 14 princes, right? Fifth prince, Tupa, sixth prince Tyson, seventh prince Luzerus, eighth prince Sale Sale, ninth prince Halkenberg, 10th prince Kacho, 11th prince Fugetsu, 12th prince Momose, 13th prince Madiyam, 14th prince Wobble. So this is actually really like, I think like one thing, like I recognize like at least more than half of these princes. I think so far Togashi's done a great job of like introducing them, and like it might be hard to remember the names, but I do think that like it's in some ways, but like when I see a name and I see the prince, I remember like the scenario that they were in or the conversation that they were in and stuff like that. So it's a bit easier like now because the story has sort of gone on for so long and because Togashi has done so much. When I see this list, I'm like, oh, I know who that is. You know, some of them like I know better than others. But I would say like if out of the 14, I recognize like a good like 10 of them, like at least 10. I would say 11. Like 11 of them I like definitively know, right? Like Benjamin, Camilla, Zangle, Seren, Dick, you know, Seren, whatever you want to call him, right? Creepo dude, Tyson, Luzerus, Sale Sale, Halkenberg, Fugetsu, Momose, right? Because she's Momose is the one that's dead. Madiyam and Wobble, of course. Right. So most of them I recognize. Some of them I don't. But I recognize most of them. Some of them, like you're like, you know, they haven't been as like active. But you know in the future they will be. Okay. Personal guards. Soldiers each prince assembled through their own connections. Only the first prince's guards also serve as royal army officers. The guards of the oldest 5 princes have been training since their childhood to give their lives to the prince, and morale and loyalty are high. Queen's guards. Royal army soldiers allotted to each queen. Each prince's guard has little sense of connection to them, but they are loyal to their queens. Hunter Association members. Professional hunters hired as bodyguards by each individual prince. Exclusively defensive. They do not assist assassinations, even by request from the client. Right, and I think what's very clear, right, is the way in which you can see which individuals value, not even loyalty, but like they value their ability to discern members of their personal guard and the royal army over like taking like bodyguards from the Hunter Association, who more than likely will have their own ulterior motives for being personal bodyguards. Right, so it's really clear when you look through this list and you see individuals like First Prince Benjamin. This dude has no Hunter Association like bodyguard, right? And that tells you a little bit about his personality, about who he is, about like everything like that, right? And like Camilla has like 5 association members, like, you know, so a lot of people have associate members and association members, right? So like we're going through this list, right? Again, so association members. Each prince's guards and the Hunter Association coordinated to gather personnel to guard areas outside residential quarters. These personnel were given temporary Hunter Association member status as a matter of convenience. Rules have been ignored and they freely enter quarters. I mean, bro, Tagashi's setting up the greatness with this, man. The greatness with this. Are you kidding me? Do you like just and some people are like, yo, he's writing a novel. I'm like, novels are great too. Like, I don't know, like I get how people are like, I don't want to read manga. I don't want to read a novel. I'm like, yeah, but manga are not limited. If manga were limited, like I'd be kind of sad about that. Like I'd be really sad about that. But we've seen so many different types of manga. But for people to be like, oh well, manga, like too much text now. I won't read manga. I'm like, then go read something else. You know, like I understand the criticism, and if you don't want to read, like not to go read something else, but if you don't want to read these chapters, okay, that's fine. I totally understand. But don't go on talking, you know, on diatribes talking about this isn't the way manga's supposed to be. This is a manga. This is a manga. Man, stop that. It's nonsense. You know, it's a little ridiculous. So, servants. Some also serve as soldiers, and some are non-combatants. The more personnel a prince requests, the more furniture, necessities, and luggage allowed to fit into their residence. And therefore, the fewer weapons they can bring. Those with weapons are supplied. Like, look at all this stuff, yo. We got Hunter Association members. We got association members. So, like, association members meaning, like, they have, like, different allegiances, and they have a temporary, like, membership to the Hunter Association. So, like, I mean, we know some of the rules, yo. We already know, like, certain things that they're able to do. Like, it's really interesting. Really, really interesting stuff. All right. So this is, like, probably the most important panel that we've gotten in terms of the entire arc, in terms of so far, right? Like, I mean, in terms of, like, information, right? Besides, like, emperor times, you know, ridiculous, but necessary restrictions and rules, and Hisoka, you know, the Phantom Troop and what they're doing, right? Like certain panels, right? So this is great. This is great stuff. I'm gonna look through this for a while during the week. I'm just like to, especially the bottom. The bottom I think is particularly important, and the top is more like just to kind of tell you a little bit about how these princes sort of roll. You know, and a little bit about their values, how they what they feel comfortable about in terms of like the people around them and stuff. Really interesting stuff. So let's move on. Tuesday, 1:27 a.m. Caddy. Huh? What's this? A door in the wall? I feel like I've seen this door before. It's a door to the magic worm, the playground equipment we played in when we were little. Whoa. Huh? That's right. A magic tunnel. Back then we pretended we could go anywhere through here. Wow. That's pretty cool. 10th Prince Cacho's heartbeat shot up. Did you notice? Yeah. Prince. 10th Prince Cacho, are you all right? Why? 10th Prince Cacho, please rely on us more. It's our job to protect you. Yeah. It's your job, so just do your best and get paid. Just wander around and pretend that you're worried about me like you did now. She's so strong. Her heartbeat shows that she believes it's her duty to do this. I feel pride in my work. I don't have anyone close to me I'd want to protect with my life like you do. But if protecting someone is my mission, I'm prepared to offer my life. Don't talk like you know everything. Have your parents ever told all your siblings to kill each other? I'm not putting my life on the line because I want to. You're right. Why do you even think I'm doing this for someone else? This girl should be told the truth. 10th Prince Cacho, may I talk to you about Nen? Come on, why low problems right now? Why no? Come on. And I don't have time for this, man. Really, really frustrating. Let's go. Sorry, guys. Apologize once again. Because the website wants to be ridiculous. Apologize. I really do. Really do. You know, we got utterly ridiculous stuff happening here. 102. I don't know if I try to move to 102. It's not going to work. Okay. Oh. Eighth Prince Salasala's guardian spirit beast is a manipulator. It's a diffusive induction type and is weakly compelling, but can control many people. The white smoke it intermittently exhales. I surmise the more you breathe in, the more your goodwill towards the prince increases. The prince's emotions affect the amount of smoke and area of influence, but it averages a radius of 7 meters. Once you've breathed more than a certain amount, a clone appears above your head. It in turn makes contact with someone else and makes more clones. It's a contagious carrier of goodwill toward the prince. There are 3 possible goals of this multiplication of the Nen Beast. 1. Control and increase allies. 2. Erode and decrease enemies. 3. Steal something from those enlisted to increase the power of the Nen Beast itself or the user. Considering his nature, he despises a harem. My hypothesis should be correct. The attendant guards are highly loyal to begin with. It took half a day to generate a duplicate with the girls. Kodo Abde on the same shift as me and guarding 16 hours a day has been unknowingly breathing in the drifting smoke. Third Queen Tang Zhao Li's guard with 0 loyalty to Salasali. If I can find out how many hours it takes for a duplicate to appear over his head, I'll unleash the Predator. Stranger, Predator, a conjurative ability. When Rihan determines his target and activates his Nen, a Predator starts growing inside him. If it's effective against a guardian spirit beast, I can contribute to First Prince Benjamin's victory. The more accurate he is in analyzing and understanding his target's ability, the easier it grows into his target's predator, and the more superior to the target's ability it will be. Its power grows stronger the more accurately he predicts the ability from a state of complete ignorance. So it's powerless against simple reinforcer and emitter attacks. Wow. 1003. Shengli. I believe that's his name. Let's see. What's wrong? You dropped it. Oh, you dropped like a coin, it looks like. Pick it up. Well, it didn't come from us. A coin dropped out of nowhere. It's true. It fell right out. It fell out right in front of our eyes. I don't need to offer information to those who don't know about or can't see Nen. It's true the coin appeared out of the air, but from Zhang Li's garden and spirit beast's mouth. Another one already appeared yesterday, but only I noticed it. There's a 1 on the coin. This is interesting. Very interesting. All right, so I don't really know what that's about. I'm pretty sure there's like some like connection to it and stuff like that. But for right now, I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure. Like I genuinely do not know what's going on. But very interesting. Very interesting. Nah, I don't need the glasses for this one. If I put on my glasses, it'd be a problem because I'm nearsighted. I'm not farsighted. So like if I put on my glasses, I'd have headaches. Hey, don't break your mouse. Yeah. I would say it's like I think the text is necessary just because like it's really difficult to tell this arc. It's really difficult to like tell this like narrative and the story in this arc without the text. It's hard. Partly because like I understand what Togashi is trying to do. And I think in a lot of ways, this is sort of like something that I think he's been alluding to a lot, right? You see a lot, we saw it like with Yu Yu Hakusho, earlier parts of Hunter x Hunter. I mean, I think Togashi's always wanted to tell arcs like these, arcs like Greed Island and the Dark Continent and Chimera Ant arc. I think he's always wanted to do more with the text. And I feel like once the back problem started like kicking in, I think it was a bit harder. Like once he started getting like kind of like ill and sick and stuff like that, because I think that was happening to him even while he was doing Yu Yu Hakusho, I believe. So I think that like, you know, we started off Hunter x Hunter, was like, okay, let's do this and then once he was starting to realize like, hey, like I could do whatever I want. Then it was like, all right, let's tell these stories. Because I think in Yu Yu Hakusho, the Chapter Black arc, I adore that arc. But I think that was an arc where if Togashi was like, yo, I'm gonna do this, like they would have been so much text in that arc. So much text. I would have loved to see like an arc just dedicated to like talking about what was on the tape. Like really delving into it, really discussing it. And I think that like these sort of arcs, but especially like right, the Chimera Ant arc, this arc, they allow him to like really discuss particular things, and they allow him to like develop characters in a way that he would never be allowed to earlier on in his career and earlier on in a manga. Like it's extremely difficult. Like it would be extremely difficult, I think, for him to be like, you know what, I'm gonna develop all these characters in the Hunter exam, right? Because I think he understands pace. And here he's just like, well, the pace is going to be what it's going to be, right? Because he's not particularly concerned about pace so much as he's concerned about developing these characters. And I think the pacing is generally fine, right? The pacing is fine. I don't have a problem with it. But I can understand why people are like, yo, man, I don't want to read this much text. I get it. If you don't like reading a lot of text, like in your manga, that's fine. That's your preference. But I think the text fleshes out a lot. I think it does a great job of the only reason I remember a lot of these characters is because of the text and because of the conversations that they've had with other characters. You know what I mean? Like that's really important. So if there wasn't nearly as much text, I'd be like, I'd be bored with this arc, generally. But because there's so much text, this arc is really intriguing, really interesting, and the conversations that surround this arc are awesome conversations. Like if you just go into like a chat just talking with people about Hunter x Hunter, it's like legitimate stuff, like legitimate conversations on, and they're just on a different level. You know, they're just on a different level because like Togashi is like writing, like Togashi's legit writing like a novella. You know what I mean here, legit. And it's great because I love novellas. I love like shorter like novel sort of stories. Like they're great. So I don't really have a problem with this at all. In terms of just like a review, in terms of like the chapters and everything like that, I thought they were phenomenal. Great chapters. Wonderful chapters. I'm not even gonna rank them just because I think like both chapters together are really solid. I think that like for me, in terms of my enjoyment of the chapters, I think 373 gets to like a 10 out of 10. I didn't see any issues with it. 374 will get like a 8, like an 8 out of 10, just because I think that there was a lot more going on. But I really appreciated that that splash panel with all the information. So I think that's why. Like, no, you know what? Like, it gets a 9 out of 10 because I didn't enjoy 374 as much as 373. But the reason why it's a 9 and not like an 8 is because that panel was really, really important, and I'm glad Togashi put that there. All that information about the princes, the way things are set up, that's so helpful. You know what I mean? And I don't know who set this up already. I'm pretty sure people have set up like maps and things like that and characters, but this is like, yo, if anybody's been asking for a comprehensive sort of like, this is what's going on, right? And just in terms of like the not the ranks, but like the what's the word? The labeling, right? The labels and like the titles, right? For people, this is it. So it's really cool. It's really cool stuff. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it so much. Like y'all have no idea. So really cool beans, really cool stuff. And I think that I think like I get it. There's like a lot of text, but I think again, for me, these are chapters that you have to reread. And I think for Togashi in general, Hunter x Hunter is like a manga, and Yu Yu Hakusho to a certain extent too, but more so Hunter x Hunter like in these parts, right? Like you'll notice the more like with Yu Yu Hakusho and Hunter x Hunter, the further Togashi gets into mangas, the more the more his chapters and his arcs beg for rereading. So for me, like I really appreciate these chapters. I appreciate the arcs. Dark Continent is awesome. All of it is like phenomenal. All of it is phenomenal. You know what I mean? It's really great stuff. I like reading this stuff. You know, I think every week, right? Like, you know, you can have discussions. At some point, I'm going to have like Hunter x Hunter discussions. Usually I just watch Tales of Nerdia because Tales of Nerdia is awesome. Shouts out to him. He puts out really great Hunter x Hunter content. Shouts out to Alexander as well. He also puts out very good Hunter x Hunter content. Shout out to the Twitter chat, Hunter x Hunter Nation. They always have like great conversations. Once I reread the chapters and stuff like that, I'm gonna like hop into those conversations and have like an awesome time with it. So I mean, so far so good. I really love the conversation between Kurapika and I can't remember which guard it was. I'm gonna have to reread the chapter, obviously, but like the guard who was like, "Yo, don't play me." I really love that because he was like, "Don't play me," and it was like a mixture of arrogance, and like, "Yo, I know what you're doing. Like, I ain't stupid." Like, I like that, right? Like, it's like this is what I'm talking about. Togashi is not. It's not just, "Oh, I'm arrogant and I don't know what I'm talking about." It's more like, no, I actually do know what I'm talking about. I understand, like, why would I trust Kurapika? I don't trust Kurapika. You know what I mean? So I totally get that guard's like, you know, reservations to trust what he was saying and everything like that. Hanzo's trying to find his body. Like, I mean, that is like the tension, right? It's like little things like that really raise the tension of like a particular chapter of this arc, and it's just great stuff. I mean, like I'm like, yo, Hanzo, you gotta find your body. You know what I mean? It's almost like when like you're watching someone like who does like a deep dive, and like they're running out of air to get back up to the surface, and you're like, come on. It's kind of like that. It's like, Hanzo, you better find your body before they kill you, man. People are expendable. All right, Hanzo, you are expendable. We know your ability. You expendable. All right. So let we got to move on. Again, great stuff. I really appreciate this stuff. Again, the Camilla's ability, wow. I mean, that was like really cool, right? Because it again, Tagashi's Nen system like is like incredible because it gives him a flexibility that is just really wonderful, right? Because it allows him to not only, and other people have said this too, but like I think it's like Tagashi does this best. It allows him to set up a reasonable power scale, like to power scale reasonably, right? And it's not even about power scaling, right? Like power scaling becomes kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Obsolete when you're talking about Hunter x Hunter in certain ways. That's why, like, whenever people sort of have like power scaling conversations, I'm like, they don't really matter though, because like they matter like in the sense of having fun and having those conversations, but in the sense of trying to make sense of Hunter x Hunter, they don't really matter. Or not that they don't matter, but they're not necessary because, right, like Biscay described in another chapter, right, in the Chimera Ant arc, and it's all about circumstance. It's all about circumstances, situations, scenarios, and condition, right? So like, someone who's like a level like B could be like a level like A if the circumstances are right. So like I it doesn't matter when we see someone like Camilla with her ability is predicated on it's so awesome, and it plays into her character, right? Like Nen abilities are legitimately representations, right? Multifaceted representations of their character. Not only are they multifaceted representations of the character, right? Like they don't encapsulate the entire character, right? The interaction with their Nen abilities like shows us what kind of people they are, right? It's a lot of things, right? It's just and the fact she had that cat and like. Right, and it tells us something about who she is as a Nen user. She's like, I'm not trying to do no battles. I'm just be like, oh, just kill me, and then I'll kill you and then I'll come back. Like this is like that's her. Like she's just playing games. She's like, you a scrub. Like she's just like, I'm pretty sure she sees everyone as a scrub, and the cat is just like whatever, And the fact that the cat is an Nen ability that activates after death, right? Like that makes it strong. Oh. I mean, right? It's not just Hisoka and certain individuals that are using that loophole, right? It's like Tagashi has introduced this, and now he has other characters that are making use of that. But that ability does not become particularly broken, right? Because it's like she's still alive. If she's alive, she's got to deal with stuff. And Tagashi, again, doing this really great writing where he's talking about like, what does it mean to be alive? Like, if you're not enjoying your life, then like, could that be something similar to like death or something like that or whatever? Is that worse to be alive and suffer in a jail cell? And to someone like Prince Camilla, right? And it's like all of those things tie in. Really great stuff. That's why I think chapter 373 is phenomenal, right? And Benjamin is just like, I'm not gonna kill her. I'm not gonna do nothing. I'm just gonna let her chill in her cell. Like Benjamin is really interesting, right? His ability is so American. Like it's so patriotic. Like the little stars. He might as well have started singing the Star Spangled Banner or some national anthem or something like that. It was so funny, man. So funny. But there's probably a lot of other connotations to that, right? And I say that like, and it's a very like Americentrist idea. But the reason why I say Star Spangled Banner is because like the Star Spangled Banner is like you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? So I think that chapter was bananas. Chapter 374 was great because we got so much information. And because we saw the conversations and we learned a little bit more. And we got, just really great stuff. Okay. So at some point I'm going to have a discussion about this. I'm going to discuss it with a few other people, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to try to see if we can get a whole bunch of people into like a stream. I know people are busy, especially like Hunter x Hunter YouTubers like tend to be pretty busy. They tend to either put out videos like kind of sporadically, unless they're like chapter reviews, something like that. So I'm gonna try to see if I can get people like together. All right. I'm the Black Manga Critic. I want to talk a bit more about these chapters because there's so much, but I can't talk about them like in the stream. Otherwise, the stream would be like 2 hours or something like that. All right. So I'm the Black Manga Critic. This is my review for Hunter x Hunter chapters 373 and 374, and I'm out, y'all.